Okay, let's talk about the first three fights on the main card. First of all, Rakic. I thought he was going to win the fight. He's got a lot of technical prowess as a kickboxer, but I was silenced, and I was silenced by power. And Murakhanov, or whatever his name is, very clearly he's a grappler. You could tell that when Rakic was trying to run the pipe and he wrapped around the back doing something, I don't even know what he did, but when they went to the ground, it just allowed him to follow him right over. He kind of reached between his leg and whatnot, which I don't ever have enough time on one leg to do that, but it was very, very impressive, man. To say nothing of his power. I mean, that was effectively a jab that knocked Rakic out. And so the guy's dangerous. I mean, even if he's fighting a guy like Potan, I mean, Potan's a better kickboxer than Rakic, obviously. I think he's less busy. Rakic was very, very busy in that fight, was doing really well. But at the end of the day, power takes away from technique, right? Like power silences technique. So will a guy like Murakhanov have the ability to take the title at 205? Maybe. And I bet he's a heck of a grappler too. I didn't really get to see much of it there, but just by his size and his stature and the way he defended that single, I bet he is. Let's talk about the next fight. Volkov versus Almeida. Listen, do I think really Almeida won that fight? I kind of do, but am I bothered that they gave the fight to Volkov? No, I'm not. Look, I don't think you can just grapple your way to victory in MMA anymore. And one of the things, look, if you're so good that you can take your guy down at will, and we'll talk about that a little bit in the next fight as well, you got to do something with it. And Almeida was obviously so scared to give up his hand positioning, he didn't want to strike Volkov at all. And that cost him. And the judges, took it from him because of that. And I don't blame them. I don't know how you really do that in the scorecards. I mean, I guess you can do anything you want because scorecards at the end of the day subjective and you don't have to explain yourself. You know, this isn't amateur boxing or anything else. You don't have to press a button. You don't have to score a point. You can just say this is what you thought. And so I was not unhappy with that decision. Volkov worked the entire time from the bottom. And by the way, speaking about working the entire time from the bottom, Mario Bautista is one of the biggest studs I've ever seen in my life. Now, obviously, Umar won that fight 3-0, but Mario never quit. I wish I had half the heart that a guy like Mario Bautista did. Like, if I start losing something, I kind of go with it, and then it makes me lose. And I think a lot of people are like that in life and fighting and whatever. And what is fighting but a metaphor for life? Mario Bautista did not care how many times he got taken down. I think it was over 10, right? He just kept going, and on the ground he defended, and on his feet he almost knocked Umar out at that one time. Looked like it. Almost subbed him with that toe hold in the first round. Mario Bautista is a stud, and I honestly feel bad that they sort of robbed him of a title shot, right? They could have just given him a title shot. I would have liked to have seen how he done against Dvalishvili. We've already seen Umar. But then again, I mean, Dvalishvili's a takedown machine. So I think we just saw what would have happened. Umar, yeah, makes his family proud, man. Just an absolute stud. But it's a great start. If the next two are half as good as the beginning three, we're in luck. Like and follow for more of the fight.